Enthusiasm is the essential ingredient for our successes. In this video, I reveal 6 unconventional methods to recharge your batteries and get back to being enthusiastic about studying, working, and life. When we are enthusiastic about our life, we in fact enter a state of grace that infects everything and everyone. There's no obstacle or person who can resist. Even the most ambitious goals become achievable. The difficulties, instead of knocking us down, galvanize us, and a warm and deep energy pervades every cell of our body. But finding enthusiasm isn't always easy. In this fast-paced society, we feel every day more and more competition and stress, and awe, fear, and confusion, disorientation. And to calm our nerves, we take refuge in distraction. How can we get back to being enthusiastic in the workplace, at the university, in our private life? Here are 6 practical tips to rekindle the fire of enthusiasm. Before starting, as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press that like button. Pretend enthusiasm. Yes, you heard that right. When you don't feel enthusiastic, pretend. Fake it till you make it. But you have to pretend well. I will try to explain. There is a deep and two-way link between our moods and our physiology. As demonstrated by social psychologist Amy Cuddy of Harvard University, there are specific postures that can change our testosterone and cortisol levels. In other words, if we change our body attitude, we can change the way we feel. In short, perhaps the dress does not make the monk, but the bearing definitely does. There are specific indicators of enthusiasm, that is, typical ways of behaving people pervaded by enthusiasm, specifically when we're excited. Our voice is fast, varied, has a high pitch, and is characterized by sudden changes in our pitch and rhythm. Our eyes are open, bright, and almost seem to shine and dance. Our gestures are frequent, large, and involve different parts of our body. Our face quickly switches from one expression to another. Repeat these attitudes. Fake them when you feel down and see what happens. This unhealthy idea circulates among young and old that the secret to having an unlimited supply of motivation and enthusiasm is to find the purpose of one's life. Mind you, it's not that you don't have to look for it or have it. We'll talk about it in the next point. But it is nowhere written that you cannot live with enthusiasm until you are electrocuted on the road to Damascus by your life mission. Indeed, the opposite is true. If you learn to put enthusiasm, passion, and dedication into everything, even in small things and ordinary activities, chances are you can find your life purpose, even where you would never have looked for it. Trial. Try today. Instead of facing your next task with intolerance and superficiality, do it with an attitude of sincere curiosity, as if you were doing it for the first time. Do it with the utmost concentration. Do it with the same love that a craftsman puts in his work. Vision board. Have you ever heard of the vision board? As mentioned, it is not necessary to have found one's purpose to live with enthusiasm. Yet having a direction to aim for, a broad vision of what we want, can be the key to rekindling the enthusiasm in our life. In these cases, a vision board can be extremely useful. A vision board or dream board is nothing more than a set of images and words that represent what you want. Obtain, to be, try. As soon as you get the chance, set aside an hour all for yourself and start looking in magazines or online sites, images, quotes, and words that deeply inspire you and that depict the goals you want to achieve, the emotions you want to feel, the mentors you want to emulate, the person you want to become. Print or cut out these figures and then create a collage to hang in a place to look at every morning when you wake up and every night before bed. A vision board can be a very powerful tool and can help bring our daily focus back to what we really want in our life. Give yourself a goal, any goal. There are people who say, "Okay, but the problem is that I really don't have any goals. I don't know what I want to do in life." It's absolutely true, and you know that you're not even the only one. If you are one of them, listen carefully to the next words. If you don't have a vision for your life yet, set yourself a goal, any goal. Will there also be something you want to improve in your life? Something you want to change? Find it and work towards your goal. Making a promise to yourself and respecting it for a long enough time to achieve concrete changes is one of those superpowers that will not only restore enthusiasm, but will allow you to achieve the unimaginable. Start small, perhaps with goals that you can achieve in a maximum of 1 or 2 weeks. Once you've got the rhythm right, aim higher and accept a challenge. Become an informational illiterate. The term functional illiterate has now entered the common language and is used and often abused on social networks. In case you do not know, the functional illiterate is the one who is able to read, but is unable to fully understand the meaning of what he reads. Here, my fourth suggestion to get back to being enthusiastic about your life is to become illiterate, informational. That is a person who is able to find out about the latest news of the day, but does not. Before you get scandalized, keep listening. Have you ever heard the saying, "A falling tree makes much more noise than an entire forest that grows"? TV, news, newspapers, and online news sites do not provide an objective representation of reality. These media do nothing but report 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the trees that fall, or those news that make noise, and these news are often dramatic news. Murders, economic crisis, acts of violence, thefts, etc. Constantly feeding our mind with this information does not make us more prepared. It only makes us more scared, unmotivated, and frustrated. An excellent strategy to regain enthusiasm and optimism is therefore to follow a healthy media diet. P.S. Media diet does not mean eliminating any source of information. No. Having a healthy media diet means getting rid of fast food information, news, and enriching your mind with in-depth information, books, essays, documentaries, etc. Stop complaining. It is physically impossible to complain and be excited at the same time. Or you choose to complain, focusing on everything that is wrong with your life. Either you choose to be enthusiastic, focusing on what already works, or it could work great with a little effort. Put a card in your wallet. For years, I've been traveling with a very special note in my wallet. It is a small post-it folded in two and now a bit crumpled. Inside, I have handwritten the 3 quotes I love most. Whenever I feel down in the dumps and devoid of passion, I open that piece of paper and reread those 3 sentences. This simple gesture can work wonders. Choose phrases that speak to your heart and mind. Be specific. There are times when showing enthusiasm is essential to achieving a goal. An example above all, during a job interview. In these cases, you can use this simple trick to prove your enthusiasm. Be specific. During the interview, there will surely come a time when they will ask you, "Why would you like to work here?" or similar questions. The worst answer you can of course give is a terrible, "Well, I don't know." But even a trivial, "I love what you do here" doesn't work very well. If you want to be enthusiastic about the position, think about something specific you like about the company or the position. The more you go into detail, the better. This trick works not only in job interviews, but also when we are with others. One of the advantages of having greater enthusiasm is in fact that of pleasing others more. Think about it. Do you prefer to be in the company of people who are always weak and negative, or people full of enthusiasm and will to live? Precisely. If you want to be one of these people, when relating to others, be specific in giving compliments. Be specific in giving advice. Be specific in asking questions. And this brings us to tip number 6. Raise your average. We are the average of the 5 people we hang out with. Repeat with me. We are the average of the 5 people we hang out with. Applying the advice seen so far will be of use if you frequent people daily who drain your energy and lower your self-esteem. Learn to surround yourself with positive, enthusiastic, and purposeful people. Raise your average. With this video, we're done here. Have you already decided which of the 6 tips you will experience first? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to help me spread this video and maybe even raise the enthusiasm of your contacts, you can share it using the social buttons below. Don't hesitate to do it. See you in the next video.